Hello, everyone. I am here again. I wanted to put together a little video. And if you read my little description in the discussion post before the video, the point of this video is to show everyone kind of an easy little tool to help you find out financial information regarding your companies that you chose back in week one. So this week's discussion talks about looking up the 10K and then answering some questions. A great, easy way to look up company 10Ks, and again, 10Ks are the annual report that public companies have to file with the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, and it's full of financial statements, financial information, company practices, things like that. So a great way to find this is to go to your search bar and type in SEC, so Securities Exchange Commission, EDGAR. Okay, it's called the EDGAR database. Okay, and when you search it, very first thing that comes up, company search page, EDGAR search tools, whichever one you want to click on. I'm going to click on the top one. And it'll bring you to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission website. Specifically, it's going to bring you to the EDGAR database. And here is where you could easily type in and search for your company. Or if you know their stock symbol, you could type it in there. So let's just say, for an example, I don't think any of the companies chosen were Apple, so we'll do Apple. Search it. What you gotta look out for is try to be as specific as possible. What I usually like to do, and this is why when you're looking at what we're looking here, is you're never quite sure what company is the one you're looking for, because there are a lot with similar names. Apple Inc. seems to be the Apple we would want based on the name. A safer way to do this is to just Google company stock symbols, and I believe Apple is APPL. Search that. No matching ticker symbol, of course. AAPL, my apologies. So we're going to go back here, AAPL, search that. And there we go. It brings us right to Apple Inc., which was the one I was going to click on before, but at least this way you know for sure. Okay, so the stock symbol is more accurate. It just involves an extra Google search. And then when you're doing is it opens up all these filings with the SEC, and it's usually by date. And if you look, it tells you what the document is. So there's a Form S8, a 10K, an 8K, 10Q, 8K. The 10K, again, is the annual reports where it has most of your information. And 8K is a neat little report where they file it if something like major happens to change up the company. And a 10Q is just a quarterly version of the 10K. But you could go ahead here. You could click on Documents. It opens up all this stuff. I'm just going to click on the big 10K one right here, and this will open up the actual 10K form. Okay, there it is. This is how they look, all professional. Right here on the top is where you're probably going to find your answer for this week's discussion post. So Apple ends their year, fiscal year ended September 28th, 2019. Okay. They have a full 12-month year, but it ends on September 28th. Companies pick different fiscal years for different purposes. Okay, and you go through. This is actually really nice. Back when I was using this database for like my own school projects, you couldn't click on anything. It was just a big boring document. This looks like you could click on stuff, get a little extra help, guidelines. They have a table of contents. So when the time comes and you got to look at their financial statements, you go over here to financial statements, supplementary information, and you can see. All right, here's their consolidated statement of operations, basically their income statement. Again, when you're dealing with bigger companies, you're going to see a lot more stuff than what we see in our little class because we're just starting out. Okay, more financial statements. You can see this report is huge. I'm scrolling forever and I skipped half of it. It contains a lot of information. This is a great report to use when you're answering discussion questions about your company. Okay. Anyone has any questions on this video or more detail on the 10K or any of the other forms, how to get there, if you struggle, let me know. Okay, and I'll help you out. All right. Over and out.